interview.
Unless you want it.
Hello, nice.
I'm Clara.
And I'm Elizabeth, and we will be your news anchors for today, Tuesday, February 6, 2024.
Please
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and go to level 0.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. For today's lunch, we will have cheeseburgers and ham sandwiches. Remember that lunch is entirely free for the rest of the school year. However, the snacks, including ice cream and chips, are not. Be sure you have money in your account if you're buying any of these extras.
The weather for today has a high of 57 and a low of 29. We will have recess, and if you are in 6th grade, you get extra recess today.
The Student Lighthouse is selling sports band in room C106. They are $5 and will get you into any sporting events for the school year.
All grades are in the running for the February discipline tracker. Let's make good decisions tonight.
8th graders, do not forget to make the payments every month for the big and amazing field trip where you will go to the really cool and amazing Outer Banks.
Yahoo! Also, if you are attending the 8th grade Outer Banks trip, there is a meeting in the cafeteria today at 8:30. We will be picking our roommates at this meeting. If you do not attend, Ms.
Walker, Bueller, and Miss Walker.
and Ms. Walker will pick your roommates for you. Yikes.
In sports news, baseball workouts will occur Wednesday and Thursday this week from 3:15 to 4:30. Meet in the Commons and bring a glove. The golf team will host an interest meeting on Thursday during lead at 8:05. Now, special announcements for Shy Valentine.
So come get your Shy Valentines in the Commons starting February 5th through the 14th for only 25 cents.
We will be in the Commons from 7:30 to 5:50. All proceeds go to help the animals at the Blue Ridge Humane Society.
And now for a special interview with Mr. Jackson. Back up again.
Morning, Mr. Jackson.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good, you?
Oh, I'm doing well. So,
You ready for some questions?
yes, I'm ready for some questions.
Okay. What are the differences between being a student teacher and being a teacher?
I get paid. So that's a big difference as I get paid now. So,
Is that really it?
no, that's not the only thing. Being a student teacher, you're in class doing classes as well as doing what a teacher does. So you're working like a 40-hour week as well as doing work when you get home, homework and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's kind of nice not having homework.
So you think it's double the work when you're a student
Yes,
teacher?
definitely.
What is it like switching between social studies and English?
It's different. My heart is with science and social studies. But I love reading. I'm an avid reader and I love books. So I actually have a whole library in my house of books that I like to read and stuff like that. So it was a kind of easy transition.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite book is probably the Gone series. I just love it. I'm reading through it with my kiddo now. So
What is the biggest challenge you have had to face as a student teacher?
my biggest challenge I faced as a student teacher was the EdTPA. And the EdTPA is a teacher performance assessment. Teachers have to pass this in order to get licensed as a teacher. And it's just a whole portfolio of like lesson plans, students' work, grading, just everything all in one. And it takes about 16 weeks to complete the whole thing. So that was probably the hardest thing about student teaching.
After retiring from law enforcement, what made you want to go into teaching?
I always wanted to make a difference in students' lives. When I was in law enforcement, I wanted to be a school resource officer. So when I wasn't able to do that, I was like, well, I'm too young to be retired. So I went back to school, and I still had a heart for students. And like I have a motto that's called live free, love life, and make a difference. And it's something I always wanted to do. And I wasn't ready to be done. So I couldn't let my story just end in having to medically retire from law enforcement. So I did this, and hopefully I can instill some of that live free, love life, and make a difference in my students. So.
What are the differences between working in the school system and working in law?
Working in the school system and working in law enforcement is not much different, really. I'm just kidding. But both require just a lot of communication skills and relationship building. If you can get communication skills down and relationship building, you'll succeed in both those professions. I will say that I'm happier working in the education field than I was in law enforcement. It was a very honorable job. It is an honorable job, but I'm just happier doing this because you don't always have to be the bad guy, which is kind of nice.
And now our fun question. What is your favorite candy?
My favorite candy, I like sour candy. So probably sour Skittles or something like that. I like it when your tongue starts like pruning up and it starts hurting.
How come you never ate them at the wrestling match?
I did. I have a whole thing of them. So yeah. Hey.
Well, everyone, when you see Mr. Jackson in the hall, say hi. Thank you, Mr.
Bring
Jackson.
some sour Skittles.
Yeah, bring up some sour Skittles.
All right. Do I leave now?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
As Knights, we will strive for achievement, values, mindfulness, and strength. Have a great Tuesday and go Knights.